Come on, man. All right, we hold off on the video. It's another tough name to pronounce. Eliézer Alfonzo. This is the Los Angeles Dodgers. Makes his major league debut with his sister and stepmother still missing in the Venezuela earthquakes. This debut was July 5th. You can see they lost by 3 in that game. And to be more updated, they also picked up the victory yesterday over the Colorado Rockies. Now, it's interesting, the game against, this is his debut here. It's interesting it's against the Padres, because Padres is kind of like father, right? So you got father, and his father was a Major League Baseball player. But you have father, stepmother, and sister or whatever, right? So that's really, really, really interesting. And I'm getting multiple birthdays here as well, having to deal with, because he also has a brother here as well, Omar. And that's the Tom Brady birthday I'm noticing. This is his father, and he looks identical to his father. Here's the senior right here. And I believe that's the Shador Sanders birthday, the football player. Yeah, that's the Shador Sanders birthday. And before I share the player here, let's go back over here. But the game against the Padres, like fathers, stepmother, sister missing. Is this video, will it play yet?
Eliézer Alfonzo is making his major league debut today for the Dodgers as he deals with one of the toughest times of his life. His stepmother and his sister have been missing since last month due to the devastating earthquakes in Venezuela. So Alfonzo has spent 9 seasons in the minor leagues and now gets his shot with the Dodgers, with Will Smith on the IL and Chucky Robinson getting sent back down. However, his family won't be here at Dodger Stadium today to see his big moment, as his dad is back in Venezuela looking for his stepmom and his sister. Alfonzo opened up about making his debut in the midst of these horrifying times for his family and said, "We've just got to stay together as a family, as a country, because I feel like we're a beautiful country. We're really beautiful people over there. It's not just about my family. It's all families that have lost people already, but we've got hope." And Alfonzo is keeping that hope. Thankfully, his family's dog was found in Venezuela, so that further makes him hope that his stepmother and sister will be found in time. Miguel Rojas's locker is right next to Alfonzo in the Dodgers clubhouse, as he also has his own family in Venezuela and knows.
I'm sorry, but this United States is a corporation. This is not a real country, okay? All we talk about in this country is what's going on elsewhere and how we have to care about elsewhere. I think this is just a corporation. They say people come here to make money and the land of opportunity. I don't think we're real here. I think we're completely fake. Okay? All they talk about is like Hamas and Ukraine and all of that. I don't think over there that they care about us over here, you know? So I don't think it's nothing to be proud of that we're born into slavery here in the United States. But anyways, we know the Dodgers won the most recent World Series in 2025. They also won the championship the year prior. And currently, that's tack another win, I think, onto that. And currently, they're in first place in the National League West. Okay, so we get kind of a negative story here with one of their players. Remember, things balance out in the world. It's got to balance out so everything stays the same. You can't, whoever's running the fake world or higher powers in the fake world, maybe we can say, they got to have things stay the same over a period of time. They need to stay in power. So you got to have the same energy with these patterns repeating. Do you understand? But it all balances out. That's why they're talking about LeBron James is, as soon as he retires, something negative is going to strike him, right? And it always happens that way with these celebrities, probably in our regular life as well as regular people. We just don't keep track of it, right? So I'm thinking this might be his stepmother and sister here, possibly, and his dad. This was kind of like the only image that popped up, and that may kind of verify it with that little Twitter post right there. Now, look at stepmother. His dad, I guess one of the teams he played for is the San Francisco 49er, or excuse me, the Giants. Look at his dad up top there. And San Francisco's been trending a lot, and I've been catching all of it with the trending stories. Remember, San Antonio was in the NBA final, so you get San Francisco, San Antonio. But look at San Francisco's got the 50 like stepmother, and this was trending on 50 Cent's birthday. Remember that again, which is July 6th. And I pointed that out in prior videos. Dodgers 72 like sister. And he is on the Dodgers as he makes this debut. So you see how this connects. And then his debut against the Padres. And again, Padres is like father. Look at sister's got 45 like earthquakes. This is just the language, okay? There's two birthdays pop up for him. September 23rd and September 13th. Now, September 13 is Tupac's death date. Okay? Look at that. So, and that's the one I'm seeing on Wikipedia, but look at on Google, September 23rd popped up. Look, stepmother equals 139 in the ordinal cipher. And that is the 13th day of the ninth month. You see that? That's the ABC 123 cipher. Stepmother's got S like San Francisco, S like September. Look, September almost has all the letters in stepmother. You see that? Right? And, San Francisco, LA, California, right? Look, to live and die in LA. Remember that? Okay, so some Tupac energy here as well. And you see that 139 again. Look at this. It looks like his dad here. And his dad's got the 13 on his shirt right there. I don't know what kind of shirt that is, but that matches that 13th day right there. Also, I don't. This popped up with when I Googled it, but there's very little images here. I'm assuming that's his dad. I don't know if that's one of the brothers. They don't really look like him. I'm not sure if that's a stepmom or a sister. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that's his dad. I didn't really look deep into the article, but you see the 13 popping up right there. And you know what? That 13 connects with the July 4th and the United States Independence Day with the 13 original colonies, 13 stripes on the flag, right? So that's interesting right there as well. His dad was born in 79, Eliézer Alfonzo Sr. He was a catcher as well, like his son. Check it out, because Tupac was shot on the 7th day of the ninth month, 79. And you know what? July 9th is right around the corner, 7-9 as well, the 7th month and the ninth day. And you could see his dad was even born on the 7th. Oh, and he's got the Shador Sanders birthday. I mentioned Shador Sanders SS, Shakur S. Remember that September birthday for his son S, stepmother S, sister S, right? Tupac was shot. S. So now, um, Junior here with the Dodger cap, his stepmother and sister missing. Let's see when these when was this earthquake? Was it one day? When was the Venezuela earthquake? Let's see. I think they said last month. It's still a top story, it looks like. It was a twin earthquake struck Wednesday, June 24th. So that was 8 days after Tupac's birthday, which is amazing. And twin earthquakes. So that's kind of like Gemini, right? You see this? Twin earthquakes. What zodiac is June 24? Okay, that's Cancer. But remember, Tupac is a Gemini, so that's right after Gemini ended, which is interesting as well, right? And Tupac too, like twins. So twin earthquakes right after Tupac's birthday. Remember, they said him and Biggie kind of represented that duality with twins, and they're opposites, right? East versus west, you get the two as well. San Francisco equals 76. And remember, his dad was on San Francisco. Man, he looks so similar to his son. Twins. Look, San Francisco equals 76. I showed how. Check this out as well. But you could see trending on 76, San Francisco equals 76. And apparently the son has wore 76 on his jersey. Look. Alfonzo. Look at this. I guess he wore 76 in his debut. Look at this. And remember, we just had 7-6. The date. Isn't that amazing? But remember Paul Pelosi, a hit and run in California, car left with major damage. He's from San Francisco, and a hit and run is kind of like in baseball where they steal a base and then the guy hits it to get the runner advanced a little further. So hit and run, a reference to baseball. Even the Ruby Princess cruise ship norovirus outbreak in San Francisco, which is trending. So we get all this San Francisco. I mentioned 50 Cent's birthday on 7-6. And San Francisco equals 50 as well. Now, with that September 13 birthday, remember there was two of them with this guy. But on Wikipedia, it shows the September 13. 71-day span from the game, July 5th, his debut. 71-day span from that day to his birthday and the Tupac death date anniversary. And Tupac was born in 71. Even his first name has 109 like Los Angeles, 37 like Los Angeles, 44 like Earthquake. But the 109, his birthday leaves 109 days in the year. So his birthday matches his team, matches his first name. Let's go back over here now, okay? Let's check out. Here's Venezuela right here. And they always force these stories in other parts of the world on us here in the US. Again, the United States is a corporation, it's a business. The successful, like the politicians, they have money, right? This is what I'm thinking. We're just we're a made up fake country is what I'm thinking. Which that shouldn't offend anybody. It's just we've been lied to, okay? Shouldn't offend anybody. We've just been lied to, okay? So Oh, and San Diego's got that SAN as well. San Diego, uh, with this debut, and his dad, San Francisco Giants, and again San Antonio in the NBA Finals. So, how did he do in this debut? By the way, they lost by 3, so they lose 5-2. He's a catcher, so I don't know how he is with the bat. It's not like his main priority. Is he not on here? Am I wrong? There he is right there. So they show him as number 64. In that video he had 76, but he had zeros across the board and 2 at bats. So that's interesting, right? Let's go back over here. Shooting, I think, equals 109 as well. Tupac was shot. Remember to live and die in LA. Los Angeles and California, they're kind of like known to have some earthquakes here and there as well, if I'm not mistaken. So makes sense, right? But yeah, they show him with the 76 right here. See? They show him with the 76, but then they list him with another number. Let's look at his here's his brother also right here. I don't think he's in the majors. He's a prospect and he's a catcher also. Pittsburgh Pirates expressed their condolences to him and his family Monday after his mother and his mother and sister were found dead. Look at this. His mother and sister were found dead, I guess. The Pirates heartbroken. Okay, so I guess they're found dead. That's what I was wondering. There's his dad again. That looks. This with the 76, I'm assuming that's the guy who made his debut, the brother, right? There's that 76 again. So interesting stuff here. And, not many images. Maybe, I don't know which son that is, but there's another image there. And I'm guessing that's the stepmother and sister. And then the dad. I don't know what son that is right there. But anyways. And we got that again. We got that Padres father, stepsister, or stepmother sister connection as well. There they show him with the 64. So maybe he wore the 76 as well. Sometimes the younger players, if they're in the minors, or they'll battle for certain numbers and wear different numbers. I don't know. But we did see that 76 there. So Dodgers Eliézer Alfonzo made his MLB debut. Sister and stepmother missing, and I guess they're dead. I guess they're found dead, supposedly, in the Venezuela earthquakes. You saw that Tupac connection and those other San Francisco connections that are undeniable. And everything else on top of that. And again, the guy's got 2 birthdays, but on Wikipedia, they're showing that September 13. And he's affiliated with these other teams as well. Looks like the Tigers also. Okay, so yeah, he's trending right now. Appreciate being able to make this video. I'll see you next time.